Have you ever met someone who seems obsessed with controlling your life just because you live in the same neighborhood? Well, I have. Andy never thought a homeowners association could turn into a full-blown nightmare until it happened to me. Let me tell you my story. I recently bought my dream house in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Everything looked perfect: the white picket fence, the friendly neighbors, the little park down the street. I was ready for the peaceful life I'd always wanted. But then, I met Karen. Andy, not the fun, nice Karen you'd hope for. No more. This Karen was the president of our HOA. The first time I clashed with her was ridiculous. I had a small garden gnome in my front yard, a tiny thing, probably 6 inches tall. The next day, I received an email from the HOA. Your gnome violates HOA guidelines. Remove immediately. I laughed at first. Who cares about a gnome? But apparently Karen cared. She even showed up at my door, clipboard in hand, to lecture me about community standards. It felt like I was in a bad sitcom. Things escalated quickly. I decided to repaint my fence a soft gray instead of the approved beige because, it's my house. The next week, I got another notice. This time, it threatened fines of hundreds of dollars if he didn't comply. I tried to reason with them, explaining it was a subtle, neutral color. Karen wouldn't budge. She told me, Andy, quote, standards are rules, not suggestions. Andy, that's when he realized this was war. He couldn't just sit back. So, he hatched a little plan. He started attending every HOA meeting, taking detailed notice. He learned their bylaws better than they did. Then, one night, he quietly organized a small coalition of neighbors who were secretly fed up with Karen's tyranny. We drafted a petition to change some of the most ridiculous rules, like no holiday lights before December 1 street and the trash cans must be hidden at all times. The next HOA meeting, he presented our case. Karen looked shocked. I'd never seen someone so flustered in real life. But the real drama, Karen tried to intimidate us with a legal letter threatening fines and the lawsuits. That's when he went a step further. He contacted a local journalist. The story went viral online. Suddenly, our HOA, which prided itself on being perfect, was the laughingstock of the city. Karen's strict, petty rules became memes. He started getting emails from people in other neighborhoods saying, "We feel your pain." It was glorious. In the end, we managed to reform some of the most ridiculous rules. And Karen, well, she's still HOA president, but she's definitely more careful now. And me, I learned a few things. Even small communities can have big egos. Knowledge is power, especially her bylaws. And sometimes, a little humor and courage can turn the tables on someone who thinks they're untouchable. So, if you're living under a strict HOA, remember this: you don't have to be silent. Stand up, speak smart, and maybe, just maybe, your gnome can finally stay where it belongs. Thanks for listening, and trust me, suburban drama is way more intense than reality TV. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more.